All right, we're back in the studio with Dan Smith, and now we're going to talk avalanche danger. Dan, thank you so much for meeting us again, round two.
Oh, this is a free cup of coffee. How could I refuse? Today is Cyber Monday, so let's talk about the electronics of avalanche. The beacon. You got to have other things. You got to have your shovel, you got to have your probe, but you got to have your beacon. This one, listen to it talk in a second. There's that, and it also makes nice noises when it goes to track, and then really nice noises when it's looking for somebody. So it chirps and it burps and it squirks and it makes all sorts of sounds, but they all have a meaning.
Yeah.
If you're going to go out the door into the backcountry, you have to be wearing an avalanche beacon. An avalanche beacon does two things. It shows, if you get buried and you're the one hit, it shows where you are. If you're not the one buried, or you're the one that the snow gods were nice enough to throw to the top of the snow and you're still okay and you're looking for your buddy, it switches to a different mode and shows you how to find your buddy. The problem with this is it takes practice. You just don't go to the outdoor store and say, I need the best beacon you have, buy it, leave it in the box, take it home, take it out, put the batteries in and go out the door. It doesn't work that way. These things take a lot of practice. The signals that they send out go out in curves. They don't go in a straight line. So this beacon will take you around a corner to find the other beacon. One of the terrible jokes in this business is if you're good with 4 or 5 folks and you look around and you have the very best equipment, swap. Because almost any beacon will work under the snow. It's the good one that needs to find that one.
Yeah,
That's the
tracking.
fun part. Which leads you to how to stay alive in an avalanche. One, don't get in one. That's the first thing. I think we've got some slides. We haven't brought them all yet. The second thing is to check the snow conditions when you come in. The CAIC, Colorado Avalanche Information Center, is the source. This is today's report. As you see, that dark brown. That dark brown says it's considerable. This was last night's I got up here. Above tree, considerable at tree line and above, and moderate below tree line. Those are just some guides. It also shows you which aspect, that little compass rose there, will show you which aspects have the greatest danger. That one is showing northeast to southeast is about the most dangerous areas. That doesn't mean that any place that's not northeast to southeast is safe. There's a lot of snow science that goes into this. If you're going into the backcountry, have one of these, have a brain that works, but also take a course. Take Avi 1. There are 2 or 3 providers around here that teach Avi 1. It teaches the basics of snow science. It teaches the basics of using a beacon. But the key to beacons is practice, practice, practice. It's like, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. It's the only way. And even at that, your lifespan under the snow is very, very finite. The people standing next to you are the ones who will rescue you, because it's going to take us 35 minutes. Oh, there's a very nice little avalanche. I think that's the one that broke deep. That was about 6 foot deep.
Wow.
Which is very rare for here. Most of ours are shallower than 6 feet.
Well, and 6 feet of snow on top of you, that's going to be some heavy
Yeah, but
heavy
I mean,
stuff.
2 or 3 feet will definitely get the job done.
Yeah.
Most people who die in avalanches die from blunt force trauma. That snow's going to hit you and you're going to go downhill with it. And if that's through trees or rocks or ravines, that's where you're going, through trees and rocks and ravines. Snowboarders have a worse time because they can't get out of the board.
Yeah.
There's no quick release. They just don't pull a strap and they're suddenly out of the board. Skiers are going to be out of those skis pretty quick. Snow's going to pull them off, and you'll have a chance to float up to the surface. There are all sorts of instructions. We'll try and swim and do these things. You're into seconds, and
Yeah.
unless you have very trained reactions, and that's you're a professional, that's not going to work for you. But it's the people that are there that weren't buried that are going to dig you out. We're just going to be there for this thing called body recovery.
Oh my goodness. Dan, thank you so much for all the great information. Make sure that you use Cyber Monday to your advantage. Go buy yourself a beacon. If maybe you're one of those people that likes to split board like Eric and Ashley who are on the show, make sure that you get out there and you get yourself a beacon so you are safe on the mountain, because you do have people that care and love about you and want you to get home safely. Coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.